second video. I was going to do some more teardown, but I've got to do some winter maintenance on the fuel system, and I thought it might be a cool video to share what I do with my methanol or alcohol fuel system over the winter, so it doesn't get all messed up and everything still works in the spring when you want it to. You basically only have one option aside from just leaving everything in there and crossing your fingers and hoping that it's good for next season. And that option is basically take the fuel system apart piece by piece, clean out all the alcohol, clean out all the fuel, and lube it with something good, and just store it properly for the winter. And then when you go in the spring to get the car ready, all your shit's still good and you're good to go. So you don't really need a lot of things to do this. You just need compressed air, some kind of lubricant. I use WD-40. I think they actually recommend like a PB Blaster or something like that. I use a little bit of Vaseline on the injector O-rings and pump seals and stuff. But anything like that would work. So first thing I do is drain the fuel cell. So my fuel system is all up front. The cell's up front. Goes through a filter at the bottom to the pump. Another filter splits off these two lines and goes out both fuel rails, through the regulator, and back to the cell through this return line. And basically what I do is pull all the lines off. Then once I get all the fuel lines off, I just usually blow them out. Blow all the fuel out of them. And I'll even spray a little WD-40 in them. And just kind of blow that through. Then same with the regulator. I just drain all the fuel out. Kind of cycle some WD-40 through there. Blow it out a few times. And I just usually finish it off with a squirt of WD-40. So I do the same thing for the fuel rails, blow them out. And the injectors are basically the same thing. So just clean them off good. Usually give them a visual inspection. Make sure nothing looks out of place. Then I blow the fuel out whatever I can. Put them with some WD-40. Blow them out again. Put some Vaseline on the injector O-rings just to keep them nice and lubed and keep them soft for the winter. Then I basically fill it up with WD-40. Stick the cap on. Oops. Stick the cap on. And same for the other end. And put them in the box for the winter. Next thing I do is I spray a fair amount of WD-40 down each injector hole. And then what I will do is just rotate the engine over a few times, and kind of the idea here is just to get a little bit of WD-40 in the cylinder, maybe on the valves, wherever it'll go. And I might do this twice or so. And then once I've done that, I've got some blue little plugs that I basically just put in each hole over the winter. Okay, this is the filter from the fuel cell to the pump. With the major, we'll blow this screen all out, and I'll put the filter back together so it's ready to go for the spring. Okay, pre-filter's all back together. We'll take this post filter after the pump, before the injectors. Take this one all apart. Actually, there's a fair bit of stuff in there. So, screen out. Actually, a fair bit of stuff in here, but this is where you want to see the stuff. This is getting caught after the pump, so before the injectors. So this is the finer of the two filters, so this is going to catch everything. So clean this out. Okay, got the post filter all cleaned out. Get that back together and move on to the pump. Next we're going to take the pump right apart and check it out. I probably get a little anal about this stuff, but these pumps are not cheap. The injectors are not cheap. I'd rather spend a few minutes now just cleaning everything out and making sure it's good to go for next year. Okay, pull the pump apart. Check it all out. Looks all right. You can see a bit of moisture in there, eh? So that's a good example of why we're doing this. This is usually where I see the most problems here with this pump, is right where the seal rides. You can see it's discolored there a little bit. There's a little bit of wear there. There is a bit of wear there as well from this, from the bearing. I can't feel that though. It's mostly just cosmetic, I guess you'd say. And the gears look normal. They always have kind of like a frosted kind of look to them. They always seem to be like that in these pumps. Housing looks good. Yeah, the main area I want to check is the bearings, where that seal is. Check the gears out, make sure nothing's gone through there. Same thing, you can see some wear on these shafts, but Nothing, I can't feel it or anything. Probably just clean everything up, put it back together. I have had some problems with these shaft seals leaking. That's the main reason I take these pumps right apart. So I think I'm going to make the pump part of my regular maintenance on the car in the summer. It seems about 3/4 of the way through the season. 2 years in a row now, the pump started leaking at the shaft seal. So probably halfway through the season, I'll take it apart, inspect it, and probably throw a seal kit in it. That's all I had to do this summer. But for now, I'm just going to clean this all out. I'll put some good lube in it for the winter, and should be good to go for the spring. I usually just clean the seal out, put a bit of Vaseline on the seal. You don't want to put that together dry. It'll just eat itself up. And then I usually just put a little drop of some kind of oil right on the bearing. And in the pump. Okay, she's all back together. Make sure she spins free. And then I usually just spray a little of, you guessed it, WD-40 in there. Good shot both ends. It'll work its way in there. Just makes it sound a little loud because it's trying to pump that. But that's basically it for the pump. And then the fuel cell, you just want to give that, get all the fuel out of it. If you can reach in there, give it a wipe down. One thing I will show you, something to watch out for, is I look inside all the fittings every winter and just take a peek. This is why you want to use like a hard anodized fitting, because you can see that the color is kind of going away on this one, and it's not going to cause any problems probably for another year or two, but just something you want to watch for, that the alcohol is not eating the fitting away. So that's basically it for cleaning out the fuel system for the winter. Like I say, the key here is get all the fuel out and get some lube in there. And I think if you can do that, you're going to have a pretty high success rate at keeping your parts good. All right, so I think that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. I am working at getting, I got a microphone ordered and a couple other things to hopefully make this a little better for your viewing experience. I've never done anything like this before. I've never done video editing, or I've done a little bit of recording stuff like this, but that's about it. So bear with me. I will make it better. I think the first few videos will just be kind of fine-tuning the process and making things better for you guys. So like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate everyone watching, and have a good one.